washing my brain with the candlelight. Losing my breath, losing myself, dreams are out of sight. Stop struggling against my demons. Stop thinking life has fiction. Burn, burn, burn. Burn the pain, burn the lies, burn the fear inside myself. And burn it all again. It's the right time to escape this cage I've been locked in for so long. It's not where I belong. Let it burn, burn, burn into the ground.
Well, hello again, everyone. We are the highest tier pod of your weekly unfiltered wrestling and entertainment. Welcome to the World Elite Podcast. We are free and available wherever you get your podcasts, and we are on YouTube as well. First off, I am your host, Marcus, at Marcus Elite 337 on Twitter. We are the Hostly Trio. First, he turns 31. Am I right? Right age? 31 on New Year's Eve, but got the bladder of a 47-year-old. It's Dylan. How you doing?
I'm good, man. It was nice taking a little week off last week. It was for not the circumstances I wanted to. I was a little under the weather, but Jordan was in here last week. We got him a day early, and I decided to let him crash in here and do his show in here and all that. So I feel a lot better now. So I'm excited to be back. And yeah, this is one of my favorite streams of the year. It's not only because it's around my birthday, but this is one of like the best things to do. I love doing the awards show. You know, me and you did the mid-year awards. Jordan sat out for that one. But the end of year ones is always, I feel like, that one step higher than the mid-year. You know, we get to determine who was the best in all of the year. So I'm just really excited for this show, and I'm doing well. How you doing, Marcus?
I'm doing good. Hope everyone had a wonderful Merry Christmas. And also, right below your screen, a man who, without the tattoos, would look like Post Malone a little bit. It's Jordan. What's going on?
I'm doing good. Got a gaming chair. Got rid of my love seat, big chair, whatever. Now I can do like more activities in here.
Yeah, like Step Brothers.
Yeah. I mean, no, like I'm for real. I mean, without the tattoos, I mean, look, you almost look just alike.
How quick did you load a picture of Post Malone on our stream?
When I introduced him, I didn't want you to see it.
That's great.
What's up, Chef? Tuning in. We got people tuning in already. Kim joining in. What's going on? Family tuning in. Hope everyone had a wonderful Merry Christmas as we are counting down to the new year. So I did mine early. It was good. Drank a bit. Was lazy a bit. Watched 2 shitty fucking NFL games on Netflix while watching 5 fucking good NBA games. I think NFL should just drop having Christmas Day games.
Yeah, just I mean, because LeBron said it like the best. He said Christmas Day is theirs. The NFL needs to leave it alone, in my opinion. You know, the NFL. I love the NFL. The NFL is one of my top like things to watch on weekends. But the NBA has been running that shit for years. Just let them do it.
They have their own holidays. NFL got Thanksgiving. College football got New Year's Day. NBA got Christmas. And, you know, Major League Baseball got, like, Easter, the 4th of July, all that other shit.
Mm-hmm.
They got the most. Hell, they even got Memorial Day and Labor Day, Mother's Day and Father's Day. They got all the other holidays.
Yeah.
But it's like, I was so bored watching it. Speaking of Netflix, you know, they premiered on Netflix. Speaking of Netflix, we know next week's the big week. Raw is going to premiere on Netflix, and we had CM Punk promoted at the Steelers-Chiefs game, and we had Liv Morgan promoted at the Ravens-Texans games. What's up, Circle of Debate tuning in? What was y'all take? Was that a surprise to y'all, or y'all knew they were going to have 2 WWE superstars at these games promoting Raw?
Was a big surprise to me. First of all, I want to give a shout out to Ivan right there, Circle of Debate. He got engaged yesterday on Christmas, so I want to give a big shout out to him. You know, I sent my congratulations to him and whatnot. That was a big thing for him. So huge congratulations to Ivan.
Yeah, do I hear you're engaged now? You have a fiance?
Yep.
What the fuck is wrong with you? I'm just kidding. Congratulations.
That's
I
awesome.
quoted
Congratulations.
I quoted Walter there. He joins the trend of Christmas proposals.
Yep.
I've seen more I'd rather see a Christmas proposal than a Valentine's Day proposal, to be honest with
Well,
you.
mine was like the week after Thanksgiving, so I stayed away from the Christmas thing.
Hey, if mine would have still occurred, I'd have did it on Halloween, motherfuckers. But no, I got out of that shit. Oh.
That's great.
Let's get out of that shit. Before we get to the awards and everything, I think it was coming. I think we all knew it was coming. So after what, like a 3.5 year run, we are getting the end of Rampage. They're closing its doors after tomorrow night. They're gonna stick with just Dynamite and Collision, which last I heard. So is it permanently? So when next week comes, is Dynamite completely off the TBS and they're gonna stay on Max, kind of like what Raw's doing with Netflix? Or is this
I
just
don't
like
know.
or is this just like the AEW library, kind of like the WWE?
No, I
Network?
think it's just a library, and I'm not sure if they're going to be doing their pay-per-views from now on there. I mean, I don't really care. I'm not going to watch it regardless, but yeah, I mean, I haven't really dug much into the news of the whole deal with Max and whatnot. I've been following kind of the whole Rampage thing, given my take on that one. I feel like, and this may be an unpopular opinion for most people. I know a lot of AEW diehards watch this show sometimes. I know certain things we may say may come at them a little harder than most wrestling fans because they support AEW a lot more than like WWE or TNA or any other wrestling promotion. If you talk AEW and you talk the wrong thing about them, they're going to come at you. So I feel like when I say something, what I'm about to say, it's not going to go over well with them. And I feel like AEW Rampage going away is just the start of something bad for AEW. And I honestly feel like that if Tony Khan didn't have a rich father pumping money into this company all the time, that it wouldn't be doing as well, quote unquote, successful as you may think it is. He may be able to give money out the ass to all these superstars he's bringing in. But I mean, look at the attendance. The attendance is so poor. And at one point, I felt like they were competition to WWE. And even you can look at them as competition. But I mean, if you look at attendance and you look at ticket sales and you look at everything else, it's not even close. If you look at at a Monday Night Raw or SmackDown or whatever, I mean, the attendance is fantastic. They can sell out these big arenas. And the Tony Khan, he gets in over his head, try to book these big arenas, and he can't even sell 2/4 of the whole place. They just booked the Hammerstein Ballroom. I mean, it looked pretty all right for Ring of Honor, for Dynamite and whatnot. But I mean, it's also a small place. So I mean, like I said, if he didn't have a rich father pumping money into this company, they would be going under a lot quicker than I see them going pretty soon. Because at one point, I absolutely loved AEW. I would watch it every week. I cared about the product so much. I would look forward to the big surprises that they would give. But now, I don't care really too much. It's the same shit over and over. There's no big storylines. There's nothing big coming from the company, and it just makes me look at them not as serious as I look at like a WWE. That the Triple H is doing great with the product. He's building these superstars. And I know he gets, a lot of criticism his way as well. So I'm not going to say he's innocent in all this, but I think he is doing so much better than what Tony Khan is doing. So they're already shutting the show down with Rampage. And I think they should have done this a long time ago. But it makes me wonder how long until we see like a Collision go away, or even more importantly, how long do you think it's until an AEW goes away? Because he's a rich father, putting in all this money into. If he says like, oh, I'm not doing it no more, I feel like he's going under. Because it's not Tony Khan with all this money put in. It's Shad Khan, his father. that's putting in all this. He owns the Jaguars. They own Fulham FC in the Premier League. They own all kind of things, but it's Tony that looks good because he's the one that's always on camera doing it.
Yeah, well, I tuned in for a bit on Miles. Yeah, yes, I'm one of the people who do take the time and watch one of the shows of A Christmas Carol on that 24-hour marathon. And I clicked on the wrong TBS channel, and I ended up clicking on Dynamite. And I checked it out, and I'm like, well, let's see where they pre-taped the Christmas edition of Dynamite on 34th Street or whatever, because I knew they were in New York at the Hammerstein Ballroom. And I got to say, for a small venue, maybe that's the way they need to go if they want to be successful.
Yes.
I actually thought the attendance looked pretty legit, like,
Yes.
because they're not going to sell out of Madison Square Garden, or they're not going to sell out of Barclays Center. Hell, they can barely sell out Arthur Ashe when they go to New York.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, like, this is the route they need to go. And plus, since Tony Khan owns Ring of Honor, that was a venue they went to damn near every December with Final Battle.
Yeah.
So I feel like they need to take that route, just like that pay-per-view they're doing in February in Australia. Due to low ticket sales, they took it out of that stadium and they're moving it to a smaller arena. And this is like a 4,000 seated venue, and I think they should have did that from the start.
Yeah, they should have. And the smaller venue thing is the way they need to go from now on. From what Tony Khan, I know he loves to go above and beyond, and he wants to do the big venues. But then you see the picture circulating on social media that it looks horrible, and it looks horrible for AEW that you're booking these big arenas. And I mean, like, you're seeing more tarped off parts of the seats more than you are seeing fans filling them. So if I'm gonna give Tony Khan some advice, you got to book these like smaller arenas, because not only will it look better on TV, but it won't give you as much shit on social media. He gets shit sent to him all the time on social media, and from Tony Khan is someone who gets a lot on social media, but also he does the wrong thing by fighting back on social media. And I think that's one thing that makes him look more unserious as a booker, as a promoter, as an owner, that you're fighting back with the fans on social media. He has done it time after time, and that's what makes him look more unserious. You don't see Triple H doing that. You didn't see Vince doing that when he was in charge. You don't see Stephanie. You don't see Shawn Michaels. You don't see anybody doing that on social media. It's all Tony Khan that just fights back on social media and just makes himself as an owner look unserious to a company. So, like I said, Rampage is just the start of something that's going to happen to AEW, and it's something that's not going to be good at all.
I mean, we knew. Oh, I'm sorry, Jordan. Go ahead.
Yeah, I didn't watch Rampage anyway, but I watched Dynamite, but sooner or later, I think that's gonna go away, and he needs to book smaller venues, like y'all said, not like big stadiums, because they got one side torped off. And,
right.
Yeah. And look here, say too, like I knew it wasn't gonna run its course. Like, hey, I think I had it like all planned in my head of what I was gonna say. I think the only time Rampage had its like moment of glory was the first dance when CM Punk came back to Sport of Wrestling on the second episode of Rampage.
Mm-hmm.
Like, after that's probably that was the highest ratings probably that show ever had in its entire 3 years, was that first dance episode when Punk came back to wrestling.
Exactly. Now with Rampage, yes, I feel like they made that Rampage for the big debut of CM Punk. Now, after everything went haywire with him and the Elite, I feel like that's when they made Collision, because they were able to separate CM Punk away from like a Kenny Omega, the Bucks, and whatnot. But now CM Punk is gone, and now you see Collision starting up here and working its way all the way down. And yeah, it's not a good situation. I don't watch Dynamite really. But from what I see, it's not fantastic, and the superstars are way too talented to not have many eyes on them. I see the ratings; they're not good, And there's so much talent on that roster that deserves the eyes be right on them. But the good thing what AEW is doing, yes, there is some good. I am going to speak good about them for once in such a long time. The good things they're doing is they're cross promoting with other people. They're doing shows with New Japan. Obviously there's Ring of Honor. Tony Khan owns Ring of Honor as well. There's able to cross promote, which is great. So if they are doing something correct, it's the cross promotion. WWE's doing it with TNA, and I think it's benefiting both companies. I think more WWE than anything, because WWE they don't really send anybody to TNA too big over there. But you're gonna see in the Royal Rumble, you're gonna see a lot of TNA coming to the Royal Rumble. I think. But that's what AEW is doing correctly. If I'm going to say something good, is that they're cross promoting with other companies, and I think that's one thing that will boost them to have more like New Japan talent on Dynamite, or have someone from AEW go into New Japan and do a show over there. They're having their big show coming up very soon, and the match card looks very good. It's the one after Wrestle Kingdom. I think it's like Wrestle Dynasty or something like that they're doing, and I saw the card and it looks very good. So that's one thing AEW is doing good.
Okay, so quick news flash. When we get to next week, we're gonna for Wrestle Kingdom, we're only predicting the main event only. Because I know you don't know them other motherfuckers. We might do the co-main event, maybe. But the main event, 100%. There's another match we might predict because it involves an AEW champion on there, and they say if he retains his title at World's End, then it's gonna be winner take all against this other champion. So we might predict 2 matches at Wrestle King, and then Wrestle Dynasty. We're not going to predict every match. We might predict like 3/4 of that card. Like there's like 9 or 10 matches. We might predict 6 of those because of certain people we know or matches I think are going to fucking slap.
Yeah,
when we get to that, but yeah, I think. We'll talk more about AEW later on. So let's go ahead and just get to some year-end awards, get these out the way, because like I said, we got an exciting show for y'all we're going to get to. So we'll start, and how we'll do this, Jordan will give out his award first, then Dylan, I'll go last. So we're going to start it off with Female Superstar of the Year. Now, what I'm also going to do is I still have my results from the mid-year awards. If I've changed them, I'm going to let you know if I had someone previously and change it to somebody else. But if I say one full name, then that's who I've had from start, and I'm keeping it to finish. Unless you guys have the same. I don't know if y'all kept y'all's mid-year award winners from June.
No, I got rid of them.
Okay. All right. Well, let's go ahead. We'll start with our Female Superstar of the Year.
All right, my Female Superstar of the Year, I went with Liv Morgan.
Okay.
Female Superstar of the Year, I went with Timeless Toni Storm. Not only was the character fantastic, but I think she had a great reign before she eventually dropped it to Mariah May. She was a great newcomer, Mariah May, and I said on past streams that if anyone wants to take the title off her, it's got to be her. But Toni Storm's character was absolutely fantastic. If AEW is going to have a few bright spots on that roster, she was one of the biggest ones. Everything had to be in black and white. She had like the Marilyn Monroe thing going on, and it was great. I for sure enjoyed watching her on there. So I was going to go with Liv, but something about Toni Storm, man, she just had a really good year.
I like how we're going to have 3 different picks for this one. I'm sticking with what I said in the past. I'm picked Rhea Ripley. It's my Female Superstar of the Year. See,
that's the 2 I was toying with Liv and Rhea, but then something about Toni Storm came to mind. I'm like, yeah, she had a great year, but they all had good years. So, I mean, I feel like all of us are right in that category.
Okay. I mean, I know a lot of people are going to say, she was out for a good while. But I don't care. It's the quality she did, even when she did come back from that short time of injury she had. All right. Next up, we got you put Match Superstar of the Year. Why does it say Match Superstar? but it's match of the year. But like
I
in
don't
the
know. I
on
was just
the
renaming the overlays. I probably just put something wrong. It's just match of the year.
Yeah.
okay,
Jesus.
but yeah, match of the year.
Match of the year, I got Cody Rhodes and Roman at WrestleMania 40.
Yeah, I'm also going that route as well. Cody and Roman, there was a lot of good matches. The ones I was going back and forth was that one, and then Danielson and Ospreay at Wrestle Dynasty or AEW Dynasty, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Oh
But
yeah, that pay-per-view in April.
yeah, but the thing I'm going with Roman and Cody is because it's a match that people are still talking about to this day because of everything in it. You had so much nostalgia in it. You had another face off between John Cena and The Rock. Then you had the Shield music hit. It didn't really go far with that one. I thought he was gonna come from the crowd or whatever, but then you didn't even see him on camera, Seth, and he gets speared. But then he closed it out with the Undertaker, and then Cody finally doing it, finishing the story. Just so much behind it. It wasn't just the wrestling part of things. It was the story. It was the nostalgia. It was everything that you got in that match. That's why I choose it over everything.
Well, funny story. So mid-year awards, I had a match from WrestleMania 40. I put Gunther and Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental Championship.
Mhm.
And then after going back and rewatching this other particular match, I went with a different match from WrestleMania 40, and I went ahead and went with Cody and Roman. With just all the interferences, that's just what made the whole match so special.
Yep.
So I'm gonna have to go on the train with Jordan here, and I'm gonna say the main event of WrestleMania 40.
Yep.
All right. Next up, we got storyline of the year.
Uh, uh, Cody Rhodes finishes the story.
Man, you would think that Jordan and I did our list together because, yeah, I'm also going with that one. I mean, you can't find a better storyline than Cody finally doing it. I mean, this was a year in the making. This was him, finishing that story that he started when he came back to WWE to win a title that his father never won. And then he tries to do it at 39, gets screwed by Solo Sikoa, and then he ends up winning it at 40. So, I mean, you can't get better than that story whatsoever.
Absolutely, yes. Nothing, as long as that build up was, nothing is gonna outtop that storyline with
Mm-hmm.
Cody finishing the story, going after the bloodline and everything.
Yeah.
So that was a hell of a story. I mean, it was so. I mean, a lot of people might say the Drew and CM Punk storyline was kind of good too, but I don't think it was as good as Cody finishing the
Mm-hmm.
story, and especially what led to like some stuff that we've seen new for the first time, like getting The Rock involved in everything.
Mm-hmm.
So that was, I agree. Storyline of the year definitely was Cody versus the Bloodline. All right, then we got Champion of the Year.
Uh, Best champion. I put Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, count me in for that one as well. Cody was yeah, was it the greatest reign so far? Maybe. But he's consistent with defending it. I wasn't a fan with how he retained last time. I know I was very vocal about it, but he is the best champion. If Gunther was still Intercontinental Champion to this day instead of World Champion, I'd say Gunther because he'd still be holding it. But he's a World Champion now. I don't find he's held it for as long to be the best champion of the year. So it's going with Cody.
Are y'all trying to get the Roman cult to talk shit to y'all? especially
Talk about them.
especially the way they bitch every time Cody retains. They say he's a boring fucking champion. Like, it should still be Roman. Well, I will admit, Cody has defended the title more times in what his 9-month reign than Roman. His 9-month reign. Roman may have had what 2 defenses in 9 months, maybe 3.
Probably.
Cody had like what 8 more
Mm-hmm.
that I could count. I went a different route. So in the mid years, I said Seth Rollins
Mm-hmm.
when he was still world champion. This one was kind of a twist, but I said fuck it. I put Damian Priest because I thought he actually defended that title too. Now, unlike Cody, Cody didn't defend it at every single PLE since he won the belt. I think Damian did. I don't remember about King and Queen of the Ring. He might have not defended the title that night, but that might have been the only PLE he did not defend it after winning it. I know he defended it at Backlash, Clash at the Castle, Money in the Bank, and SummerSlam. So he just only missed one. Plus, not to mention some of the title defenses he had on Raw. Even though there wasn't a lot, but he impressed me as a champion. Like I was one of the people who was like, I was happy about it, but then it wasn't transcending a bit. But then he was actually good with the belt. So I'll give Damian his flowers as being a world champion.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, tag team of the year.
Oh boy,
I put Jay Corgill and Bianca.
motherfucker! Stop having everything that I have. Yeah, this wasn't the year of the tag team. You know, I would always go the route of the Young Bucks or FTR or anyone that impressed me over the year, but this was not it. Like, this was not a big year for tag teams. So I think you got to go Jade and Bianca, who by themselves carried the women's division as far as like the tag teams go. I mean, it's going to be coming to an end soon. I think this is where we're heading, but that's next year. Just right now, they're the best.
Oh, I hope I don't get a lot of heat for mine. So I went a different route. For mid-year, I said Axiom and Frazier.
Okay.
I went to a whole nother company. I didn't go to AEW. I'm doing the comeback of the Hardy Boys.
Okay. Yeah.
In TNA. Like they finally, they've won. I think they've won TNA Tag Gold in the past. I think they did, but they never did it on the big stage at Bound for Glory. And main eventing in that Full Metal Mayhem with ABC and that whatever the other tag team was, that was just fucking amazing. Say both men who have won the world title in the main event at Bound for Glory in the past. Now they come back and win the tag titles together for one more run. And they're still holding it after what happened at Final Resolution. So I'm giving it to the Hardy Boys for that one last run, because I feel like after they lose the titles, they might go ahead and hang it up.
Yeah, I kind of wish before they hung it up that they would do one more small little run in WWE, you know, where it all began.
Yeah, because it didn't work out in AEW. They didn't even win the AEW tag team titles. The Young Bucks got their rise of fame for that. And don't go to Ring of Honor. I mean, do we really want to see them take on the Sons of Texas?
Yeah, I know.
For that belt. I got some Ring of Honor shit I'll share later. All right, now we got debut of the year.
Oh boy.
I got Jay Corgill.
Finally, something I don't have.
Jade Cargill at the Royal Rumble, eh? Okay.
For one, you could say Jade Cargill. I mean, you know, finally showing up in WWE, finally wrestling in the company, you know, somewhere I've always wanted to see her since I saw her in AEW. But debut, I'm going with the Wyatt 6. I mean, how could you not have a better debut than that? The way they did it, like showing the whole thing backstage and then taking out multiple people, and then you finally have the big reveal of Uncle Howdy, and the way they did it and the way they closed the show out. It was a debut that I know that Bray Wyatt would be so proud of to see how his brother did. Everything was so perfect about that debut. You know, everyone was ecstatic because the QR codes came back, the cryptic messages would come back, and And now they had the date of the big debut. They finally revealed it, and then it happened right at the end of the show. It had people tuning in, it had people watching the entire time. So I don't think, honestly, the Wyatts, I think, had easily the best debut. I mean, there's a lot to talk about, but the Wyatts, I think, for sure had it.
Oh, we all got different. What's up, Justin? I'm sticking with what I said 6 months ago. As the debut of the year, I'm going with Joe Hendry in NXT.
Yeah, I mean, that's understandable. He had the most views easily for anybody on social media as far as wrestling companies goes. And I think he's going to break that by a mile when he shows up at the Royal Rumble. Everyone's expecting him to do it. It's going to be great.
Hear me out. Real talk. Hear me out. Do you see him starting 1 or 2, or do you see him coming out in the middle of the Rumble or towards the end? Everyone thinks he's going to be either the first or second entry, so he can have that full entrance.
I say you do first or second. You have to give him the full entrance. You have to have him waving the arms and all that. You got to have him do it.
I think he can still do it. He can still do it whatever entrance. Just think, everyone could stop and watch him. Like, remember when Edge came back? Everyone looked at like, holy fuck, he came out of retirement, he's here. Or when Cena came back, the fucking ring froze and they all looked. Or if it was like a Hall of Famer trying to get his spotlight back. Like, remember when Snuka and Piper in Madison Square Garden? They all stopped and froze. Like,
that's the thing,
that might happen.
But you can't compare. And yes, I love Joe Hendry. I love the entrance. I love how people sing his music and whatnot. But I don't think you can compare an Edge return or a Hall of Famer to Joe Hendry. They're not going to let him do that nonsense in the ring. They're going to throw his ass out the moment he gets in that ring. So that's why you got to let him go 1 or 2. Because if he tries to do that coming in the middle of the match, then he's going to get thrown out and social media is going to blow up. And it won't be in a good way. So you got to let him do 1 or 2.
I'm going to say number 2 then. He'll go in number 2.
Yeah.
1 will be like, I don't know. Think of maybe like an Austin Theory or something, just so it could be a dipshit heel.
Right.
Like, I'll give Miz, Austin Theory, Grayson Waller, or hell, even somebody from the Judgment Day, like Carlito or JD McDonough. What's up, Nessa? 1/3 of the Humble Roses podcast tuning in. Ladies and gentlemen, check out La Madrida and friends down there at the Humble Roses.
Yep.
All right, rivalry of the year. I think we got the same answer.
We probably do.
I got Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley.
Okay.
Oh, I did not see that coming. Wow.
I did not see it either. No, me either.
I mean, I think me and Marcus may have the same one. I got CM Punk and Drew McIntyre.
Same. I almost, if it didn't go the way it went, I probably would have put Cody and Roman again. But no, I was like, no, Seth and Drew. Like, from what happened at the Rumble to the fucking costing him the world title at 3 different times at WrestleMania and Clash at the Castle and Money in the Bank. Yeah.
Right.
Even Nessa agrees. And Bakley. What's up? Swerve, Hangman, or Punk Drew?
Yeah, Swerve Hangman was good too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. Like, I'd put those as the top 3.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. Like I said, I didn't barely keep up with AEW to like really see what happened with Hangman and Swerve. All I know is he set Swerve's childhood home on fire. And
yeah, that was pretty nuts.
One of them spit blood out like a vampire, and they're like, I think they had a Texas death match or something.
Yeah, that was a good one.
All right, promo of the year, and I got a feeling this is going to be the most interesting award we're going to give out, and we got to be skeptical with why we picked this promo.
Yeah. All right, Jordan.
I put CM Punk promo with the feud with Drew on Raw.
What was something?
Yeah, okay.
Which one though? I know they had multiple promos, but there's got to be one that like caught the corner of your eye, maybe.
I mean, I got one to throw in there. Do you remember? It was one of it was probably the best Raw of the year. I forgot everything else that happened that way, but I just saw a clip like I think last night when he said, whenever Drew said he was the chosen one, he was sitting on the announcer's table and CM Punk kept saying like, who said you were the chosen one? Say his name, talking about Vince, because they weren't going to say Vince's name on live television, and it got the smile out of Drew.
I think that was around the summertime. I think that was right around the right in early fall when the documentary just dropped on Netflix.
That was the best Raw of the year. And because I saw that clip last night, and you see the smile between, because they don't want to smile during that promo. They're, they want to hate each other, but you can tell right there they respect working with each other.
I can't wait to hear y'all reaction for this one here. But my promo of the year, I'm giving it to Liv Morgan the night she did this shit.
Jesus Christ. Well, I had a different promo
where we thought that Dominic was finally going to end her, and that night in Green Bay, the cheese was packing all right when she did that pose. And then we thought Dominic fucking served all of us, thought he was done with her, and it led to another turning on mommy at SummerSlam and everything. So, yeah.
The CM Punk one wasn't my promo, no. That's something different.
Oh, what you got?
Mine's the more recent one that happened, and if we had a category for heel turn of the year, it would be the New Day turning on Big E. That promo by itself was fantastic.
If Liv Morgan's ass didn't pop up on social media when I was thinking about looking at the New Day as promo of the year, I said, okay, this is promo of the year right here. I'd have to give
the New Day turning on Big E was not only one of the biggest swerves of the year, wasn't one of the heel turns of the year, it was also promo of the year, and they tore that man down without even hitting him, without even doing anything. They just emotionally broke that man right in front of everybody, and now they're getting similar heat to what Dominic gets, because even Kofi's mom didn't want to hug him. Okay, that's how bad it got.
I don't like to watch pre-tape Raws, which I got a rant about all that. I like to watch my shit live, but I didn't have nothing else to watch, so I clicked on Raw to see what the hell happened, and I popped this up. Now I am fully into this storyline when his own mother didn't even want to acknowledge her own son. And
exactly.
This is going to feed families, this fucking storyline with the New Day. Like, now I am all in this fucking storyline, and I love every bit of this. The heat they're getting, it makes you wonder, is Big E going to finally be medically cleared to have a match with Kofi or Xavier? Or I don't know. I don't know where this can lead up. It's kind of like the shit with the Bloodline earlier this year and a year before. But if we had a shocking moment of the year or even an OMG moment, it could be the New Day heel turn, or unless there was something else that was like, people might say Roman's return at SummerSlam could have been like a OMG of the year, or maybe not Jade Cargill, or no, Ricochet getting fucking taken out by, what was it, Braun Strowman or Bronson Reed? Who the hell? Or the shit with Bronson Reed and Seth Rollins, the 6 tsunami splashes. It was OMG moment, which Ricochet, God forbid, he's cooking people on social media right now. I feel like he's got that shit laugh ever since he got decimated in WWE. Fucking, I can't stand Ricochet in AEW. It's so bad. Can't cut
it's pretty rough.
Did you see? I retweeted it. Did you see that beef he got in with that fan?
Yeah, I think so.
Real quick, it ain't gonna take long. I'm just gonna quickly. It's like 5 fucking tweets against each other. Ricochet says, "I don't want to see anyone switching it up. If you don't like me before, you missed your chance. No jumping on the bandwagon now. Cheese curlers." And then some guy named Mr. Reddington, his Twitter is @Angulus Hector. He said, "You're cool. Just think your promo skills equate to 2 cats fisting each other in a bird cage." And Ricochet told him, "Shut up. That's why you had to work on Christmas, broke boy." And he said back to him, "You work once a week, which gives you 6 days to work on your promos, and you still can't cut one on X."
Oof. Ouch.
Shout out to Heel Quan, who screenshotted that and put, "Bro murdered Ricochet" with a skull emoji. Like, that is so. Now if him and Samantha are married or engaged, the two love couples are now getting heat together on social media. Samantha's getting heat still from leaving wrestling to try and pursue a music career, and now Ricochet is getting heat because he's trying to be a main eventer, or he's saying that he's a main eventer already or something. Like, who you think is more hated in AEW right now by the IWC? Ricochet or Mercedes Monae?
Ooh. I mean, right now, probably Ricochet, because I think he's more active, social media, fighting back people. Mercedes doesn't really do it a whole lot. She's just annoying in general and annoying on camera. I think Ricochet is like more of a behind the scenes annoying. Like, he fights with people on social media, and I don't think he needs to stoop low to anyone's level. You know, he needs to stop doing that.
I'll tell you what, I in my opinion, with everything I've saw on the internet, here are my top 5 most hated people in AEW as of right now. What's going on, Scotland Underwood? Tune it in. What I saw online, here's the top 5 I think are the most hated on the internet and just on TV in general. This is in no particular order: Ricochet, Mercedes Monae, Tony Khan, Chris Jericho, and the 5th, Adam Cole.
Why Adam Cole?
Oh, they just make fun of his size and his little ankle injury he had.
Oh, well,
that how he hopped off a step and rode and broke or twisted his ankle, and he had to wear a boot for like 5 months.
Oh yeah.
Like, after the whole revealing he's the devil and shit. Like, this was like back at the beginning of the year. When we were supposed to get them. We were supposed to get them like at, I don't remember, like at Revolution or something, and then Adam Cole fucked his ankle up, and they couldn't wrestle.
Right.
Like I said, I didn't watch an AEW pay-per-view since Sting's last match.
I haven't watched one legally since Sting's last match.
I didn't watch. That was the only one I watched like this year, and I watched it on your account. Like, I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
I was gonna try and check out. Like, I wanted to watch Forbidden Door, but I was on vacation that weekend. I wanted to watch All In and Wembley, but something happened, and I don't know what happened. I was gonna watch Full Gear. I'm calling the cop for what? What the fuck he did?
Because I haven't watched one legally. I'm watching illegal streams to watch AEW.
I thought he was calling the cops on you for wearing your wife's headphones.
Yeah, mine died before the show, so I had to get hers.
When's the funeral? It's like, I'll share the obituary on social media. Let's send our condolences to Dylan's Beats.
Yeah, they're right here. I forgot to charge them before the show. I tried turning them on before we came in, and not completely dead. So I had to yell to Cheyenne if I can use hers. And she didn't care. So
you yelled, and the dog barked back and pissed on your floor.
Well, she probably pissed on the floor, but she don't bark much. So one of those is correct.
Poor Dottie. All right. Pay-per-view / PLE of the year.
WrestleMania 40.
Man, that dude's focusing, man. Yeah, I got WrestleMania 40 as well. I put night 2 in parentheses because I thought night 2 just slammed night 1. If you want to count
yeah, I got that one.
The tag match at the end of night 1, that was great. But the end of night 2 was great.
Night 2 was definitely better than night 1, but as a whole, I'm just gonna say WrestleMania 40 as a whole.
Right.
Yeah, night 2 since I was there. Yeah, thank you for a special night, making that special. All right. Male superstar of the year.
I feel like we're gonna have the same one right here.
Cody Rhodes.
God damn, that boy zooms in hard. That's fine. Yeah, Cody Rhodes.
Yep, across the board, Cody Rhodes. This is going to be a fun. This is going to be the most interesting one, and then I got a couple of bonus ones I'm going to say after. Breakout star. Now, when you meant breakout star, okay, here we go. Superstar who will break out in 2025. So now we're doing 2. We're doing a male and a female.
Yeah, I finally make it equal a little bit.
Okay, well, okay. What you got, Jordan?
My male, I got Ludwig Kaiser, and the female, I got Jada Parker.
Wow, that's good.
That is a good one. Okay.
So I put 2 NXT ones for mine because I think by the end of next year they're going to be on the main roster and they're going to be shot to the moon, both of them. Male, I put Obafemi, and female. Fuck, who I put for female? I have my list back up. God damn it. Female, I put Roxanne Perez. I think her time in NXT is coming up extremely soon. I think she's going to lose to Julia. and I think she's gonna be on the main roster very soon. So Oba's gonna be on NXT for a little bit longer, but yeah, I think they're both gonna be there soon.
So for the mid-years, I only had one person, but now that you changed it up, so for the mid-year, I put Joe Hendry in mid-year. But I feel like he's already a star, so he's off the list. Now that we're putting two people, for male, I put Javon Evans.
Okay, yeah.
And female, I put Stephanie Vakir.
Okay, yeah. They're both good.
Okay, here's a bonus award we're going to give out. Since WWE fully went globally international this year, you can count us too if you want. So out of all the countries that WWE visited this year, from the Americans to the Australians to the French to the Saudis to the Scottish to the Canadians and to the Germans, who was the best fan base this year for a PLE? Now, if you need a resemblance, you know how many pay-per-views America did this year? Rumble, Mania, SummerSlam, Bad Blood. I think that was it. Elimination Chamber was in Australia. I think it was in Melbourne. Backlash was in Lyons de France. Clash at the Castle was in Glasgow. Money in the Bank and Survivor Series were in Canada, but Money in the Bank was in Toronto. Survivor Series was in Vancouver. They also did Crown Jewel in Saudi. Bash in Berlin was in Germany. Yeah, that's it. Those fan bases.
I think I'm gonna go with the one in France.
So so the French crowd for Backlash. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the France crowd as well. You know, they got a lot of heat after the show. You know, they're saying, "Oh, they're trying to take the show over. Oh, they're annoying." Fuck no, they were great. They were a good crowd. They're one that I really enjoyed listening to. You know, a lot of crowds here in the U.S. I find like they're very dead. They're not as excited as normal crowds overseas. I feel like every crowd that they went to, minus the Canadian crowd, I didn't think they were that great. But the crowd in Australia, when they went to Berlin, in France, and just pretty much anywhere overseas, I found like it was really good. But France was just top tier. They were fucking fantastic.
So wait, they were complaining that the France crowd was a little too hardcore.
Oh my god, yes, they were being some fucking crybabies online, dude, about that. They were saying, "Oh, they're so fucking annoying." Because they kept singing after everything.
Was this on Triggered Wrestling on Facebook, or was this like on just Twitter or something? Because
I don't follow Wrestling Facebook. Wrestling Facebook, it honestly gives somebody brain cancer if they looked at it. It's that fucking bad. Twitter is where I go for wrestling, even though it is still annoying on Twitter. I feel like they have more sense in their head than people do on Facebook. Facebook is not happening for me.
Okay, so for the ones that are bitching that France was a little too hardcore,
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you.
And for the American fan bases that are crying, thinking they're still the best fan base.
Shut up!
Look, I almost was going to put my fellow Scottishmen at Clash at the Castle because they were very good that night. But it's just every time I get on Twitter, if I want to hear if a Crunk song pops up as a fucking meme for a video, it's always for Jey Uso's entrance at Backlash. If there was an entrance of the year, it's got to be Jey Uso at Backlash. Cody Rhodes may have had the best WrestleMania entrance, or maybe The Rock, but Jey Uso had the best entrance of the year with the fireflies, whatever you want to call them, or the cell phone lights. It looked like a fucking nightclub in that arena when he came out to challenge for the world championship. And I've seen it for so many fucking videos. I've seen it for a freaking song from Louisiana called Turn. I've seen it for a song called Act Like I'm Rich, which I play that every Friday morning to get me hyped up to go to work, even if I don't get paid that day.
Every Friday morning? Wow.
It's a song to hear for Friday morning. It's like, it's Friday and I'm broke, motherfucker. My check don't come till next week, but I'ma act like I'm rich. Act like I'm rich. And the part where it says when I'm gonna act like I'm rich, that's when he's on the ropes, bouncing back.
Okay.
It's the part where he's like that. That's when the
Yeah. Oh,
part says,
yeah.
"My check don't come till next week,
Uh-huh.
but I'm gonna act like I'm rich." Like I love when he just bounces off the ropes like that and leans back, like he's about to do Shinsuke Nakamura's pose or some shit. But yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, so I wanted to add this ain't really no awards here. This is just something just to say. So, if there was I wouldn't say like a moment or something that happened. I'm gonna say, what's one moment that happened in WWE that just like you could say kind of leveled up to like a hype, like for example, some people would think like, oh, one of the biggest high up moments was WWE bringing back Saturday Night's Main Event or something. Like, what's something WWE did in 2024 that was new, or may have did something, or bringing back a classic like Bad Blood, like that was another like thumb up moment WWE did, or what's something you saw this year that, whether if it was brand new or something they brought back that you would say was a big thumbs up.
Yeah, it was exactly what you said, giving us nostalgia again, giving us the old stuff again. They're bringing back Saturday Night's Main Event. They brought back Bad Blood, and I feel like that opens the door in 2025 and years beyond to bring back these older shows that we'd love to see. But one thing I would love if they did that, 2025, 2026, and for years to come, is bringing back the old sets. It would be so nice to see, like, whenever they would have No Way Out, they would have like a very unique set for it, or whatever they decide. Like when they had Bad Blood, they had like the dripping blood as the set. It doesn't have to be WrestleMania to have a unique set. You can do this for another show. They showed that they can spend money out the ass to make something look good. So why not be unique with it? And that's what's something good that AEW does as well. AEW has some unique sets sometimes.
Look,
But that's
I love
because
the
Tony Khan
I
relies
love
on
the
his father to do it.
I even love the corner sets too. The small
Mhm.
corner sets, I like shit like that too. That draws more fans in the crowd too. Like I love the corner sets.
Yeah.
What you think, Jordan?
Yeah,
What's something WWE did new or brought back that was a thumbs up?
I'll bring it back Saturday night.
I'm gonna go a different route. I felt like they should have been doing this for years, and we can debate if they need to do it for just one show or maybe do it for a couple of them. But the fact they actually had they hosted an actual WrestleMania press conference got me more fucking hyped for WrestleMania 40 than just The Rock showing up randomly.
Mhm.
Like, I think they need to do that every year. Like, just have a press conference in fucking February, like
Mhm.
2 months before the actual show to get you hyped. Because if it wasn't for that press conference, if it wasn't for that slap from The Rock, wouldn't have been more hyped for WrestleMania than I was that year.
Mhm.
I'd have just been like, all right, let's get over with Roman and Rock, and then we find out Cody's gonna fight Roman instead, and they even did a press conference for Raw going to Netflix. Like, these press conferences are fucking amazing. I think they need to do them. They need to do them for like the Mega 3. Do it for Rumble. Do it for some WrestleMania and some like months in advance. Like, do your SummerSlam press conference like at the start of the summer, like Memorial Day weekend. Like, oh, it's gonna be a heck of a summer. We're coming back to MetLife. Do the press conference in May. I mean, it's too late to have a Royal Rumble press conference now, but you could have had that shit like in September or something. Or like
Right.
as soon as they announce it's going to Indianapolis, go do a press conference in Vegas or something about, oh, it's coming to Indy. Or go to New York or something. Like, don't do it in the city you're hosting it. Like, since Vegas is hosting it this year, if they do another WrestleMania press conference, go to New York and do it.
Mhm.
Or don't go to LA, that's too close. Go to Chicago and do it. Or go to fucking Toronto or something.
Mhm.
Like, that was fucking cool. When them having a press conference like that.
Yeah.
All right, now give me your opinion. What's something WWE did that was completely pointless and just made them look like shit of the year? I have a good one.
I have no idea.
You want me to just say mine?
Go ahead, because I may agree with you.
The Crown Jewel Championship bullshit.
Oh yeah, that was pretty ridiculous.
Yeah. I agree.
They can't even take it with them.
Yeah, it stays in a fucking like museum.
Yeah.
But they wear a ring to show it off, a ring that's the same size as a Texas high school state championship ring or one of the NBA final championship rings, because theirs has been getting super bling bling lately.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to make a couple predictions before we get to our final segment. So, but I don't know why NXT. They got. Never mind. This one we're gonna wait till next week. I just realized the date. So, we're gonna NXT New Year's Eve. We're gonna wait till next week. I just realized it's January 7th.
Okay.
That's when because there's only 2 matches right now. They got the NXT Trick versus Oba, Femi, and Eddie Thorpe. So it's now a triple threat. And we got Roxanne and Julia. So we're gonna wait till next Thursday when they add more matches.
My birthday.
So, on Jordan's birthday as our next live stream and our first live stream of 2025, folks.
Yep.
Now I'm sorry. I let's just predict this. I know we're not gonna watch it. Let's predict World's End real quick. I just want to get your takes on some of these matches. We ain't even going into detail. Just pick a name.
Sure.
Oh, shout out to Isaac. He just texted me. He finally commented about when I said about my promo of the year of Liv Morgan. He said he was at that Raw. Fuck you, Isaac.
Oh, nice.
Lucky asshole. I love you, Isaac. All right, so there's 8 matches, but 3 are contested into 1. We're going to predict this real quick. So, they're having that Continental Classic tournament. They're down to the final 4. There's 2 semifinals, and then you have the finals of who's going to be the AEW Continental Champion. 1 semifinal, you got Will Ospreay versus Kyle Fletcher. The second semifinal, you got the reigning champion Kazuchika Okada taking on Ricochet. Start with Dylan, go with Jordan, I'll go last. Just say who wins the tournament and who beats who. Remember, 1 semifinal, you got Ospreay versus Fletcher. You pick a winner there, and then the other one is Okada versus Ricochet. You pick a winner there, and then you just say, I'm picking so-and-so to win the belt over so-and-so. So go ahead, Dylan.
So I'll have, let's see, I'm going to go with Ricochet over Okada.
Okay.
And then Ospreay over Fletcher, because Fletcher already got him once. There's no way you do it again, so Ospreay's going to win it.
So you got Ospreay winning the title over Ricochet.
Correct.
Okay, Jordan, what about you?
I'm going Ospreay and Ricochet, and Ospreay wins.
I got Ospreay winning it over Okada.
Yeah, it's going to be a good match if that happens.
Because Ricochet's a fucking ass clown on AEW, trying to get involved in. I don't even know what their new name is now. I still say the Hurt Business. The Hurt Cat. I don't fucking remember the name of their group. It's the Hurt something.
Oh my god, I forgot what it was.
Is it the Hurt Addiction?
I don't think so.
I don't even. You're gonna make me look up Shelton Benjamin or something.
Oh, hold on. I think I know what it is. Let's see.
Fuck.
It's
the Hurt Syndicate.
It's a syndicate, yeah.
Oh god, that is fucking atrocious. But again, copyright issues. You can't say the Hurt Business.
Yeah.
Imagine this, the Hurt Company.
Jesus.
All right. Mercedes Monet versus Chris Statlander for the TBS Championship.
I'll go Mercedes. I don't care. She books herself to win, so I don't give a fuck.
I'm going with her too.
Yeah. She's eventually gonna. I'm only picking her to retain because she's their fucking bread and butter right now. She's supposedly the highest paid wrestler on the roster. And spoiler alert, I feel like she's gonna end up losing a belt because she's got a big match in Japan next week at Wrestle Dynasty against another freaking GOAT champion, and I hope Mina Shirakawa fucking beats the shit out of her and wins her belt and keeps her women's title as well. I can't see Mercedes running around with 3 fucking belts. What is she, Kenny Omega or Ultimo Dragon? No. So I kind of spoiled that one, folks. if you're gonna watch Wrestle Dynasty. Hold on. Why is my shit fucking frozen?
There
we
you
go.
are.
My shit froze. I'm sorry. All right. Konosuke Takeshita versus Powerhouse Hobbs for the AEW International Championship.
Takeshita.
I'm going Powerhouse Hobbs.
Well, you're wrong.
I'm also going with Takeshita or take a shitta. Mariah May versus Thunder Rosa in a Tijuana street fight for the Women's World Championship.
Mariah May.
Mariah May.
I'm only going with Thunder Rosa because it's a Tijuana street fight, and something tells me Toni Storm is going to cost her the championship now that she's back as Hard Rock Toni Storm. She's not Timeless Toni Storm anymore. She went back to that rock gimmick she got.
But she also added a twist to it because she's very clueless. She thinks she's like a new superstar in AEW. She's like introducing herself to like everybody and whatnot. So she added a twist to it.
Damn, she came back from the past and she don't even know her future.
Yeah.
Okay, don't judge me. I feel like this is the most pointless fucking match on the card. But you got MJF versus Adam Cole for the Dynamite Diamond Ring.
I'll go Adam Cole to actually win the ring. You know, MJF's won it every year, so I kind of feel like they'll throw a twist in there and go with Adam Cole.
I'm going Adam Cole.
I'm going with MJF. They need to drop this shit. Like,
They do.
it's stupid. Like, he already just retire it. Like, win it one more time and just say no one has ever taken the ring off of him because I feel like that it's not even a real fucking it's kind of like the Crown Jewel Championship shit. You wear a fucking ring.
Yeah.
And they just need to retire it because I feel like if that'd be the only freaking championship Adam Cole would win in AEW. And the main event, it's a 4-way for the AEW World Championship. Jon Moxley, Orange Cassidy, Hangman Adam Page, and Jay White.
So I think it's going to be Moxley that keeps it, but I would love if they put it on Jay White. But I'm going to pick Moxley to win.
I'm going Moxley.
Yeah, across the board, Moxley's he might keep it a good while. So, like, I mean a good while. I see him probably going into All in Texas as AEW World Champion.
Yeah.
All right, one more segment before we close out. It's something I started a week ago, something I like to call Sounds Like Bullshit to Me.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit?
So I know a lot of the taping. I'll take this one first since I created this, and that kind of give you some heads up of how it runs. But yeah, like I said, each week we're going to close out the segment with this topic, meaning we're going to go back and talk about something that happened in the past week, whether if it was Raw, SmackDown, NXT, AEW, TNA, Ring of Honor, or even online. If you found something was bullshit to you, you share it, and then I will debate if it is or not, and I'll even talk it with you. So I didn't really watch anything lately because everything was pre-recorded because of the holidays and everything, and everyone having time off. Which that kind of leads me to one of my bullshit. Sounds like bullshit to me is the fact that the fans fucking whine on the internet, especially. And I'm telling you, I'm sorry. I hope this don't relate to people we talk to. When I say I fucking hate the IWC with a passion, I literally hate the IWC in every aspect. And this is one prime example. The fact that they bitch and whine on the internet that everything was pre-recorded. And nothing was live. It's the holidays, folks. We just had Christmas. A lot of these guys don't even get to spend time with their families and loved ones at home. They're on the road 200-something days, 300-something days a year. And luckily, with Triple H running the show now, they got to go home and spend time with their families for Christmas or whatever holiday they celebrate. In fact, they bitched that it was pre-recorded.
Shut the fuck up.
Like do I really need to go on about this? It's like they bitch about every fucking thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's ridiculous. I rest my case here. I had something else I wanted to rant about them motherfuckers, but I lost memory of that, so maybe it was best I did lose it. So, does that sound like bullshit to you?
Yes, I absolutely hate the IWC. And as much as I'm a wrestling fan, I hate wrestling fans. They are nonsense, and that's every week. It's not every week; it's every day. Nonsense after nonsense, and it's fucking annoying.
Okay. I'm sorry to cut you off. Now I remember what I wanted to say. These are the same people who live their life off the internet, who cannot for 1 or 2 seconds get off their phone and get off of social media. Maybe if you get off of social media for once in your life, you won't get spoiled. Maybe if you actually spend time with your family and do some actual quality time instead of sitting on your phone doing this 24 hours a day or sitting like this at your PC. 24 hours a day. Maybe you won't get spoiled and you won't get mad because AWC, every single thing about you is ugly. Okay, you can finish.
Oh well, that's all I had to say about the IWC. I don't really talk about them no more.
Jordan?
I agree with y'all. I hate them too.
I mean, I got one particular person on the internet that I'm not a big fan of. We recently just talked about him.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, it's a combination of Ricochet and Samantha Irvin.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I thought it was somebody we knew.
No, it's Ricochet. Keep your emotions off the internet. Like, you don't have to attack everybody that comes at you. Like, they're not out to hurt you. They're trying to get into your feelings, and they're succeeding. So why don't you be the bigger person? Shut the fuck up, and just get off the internet for once. There's no reason to keep fighting back and forth with people. Just live your life and stop worrying about the internet so much.
Answer this question for me. I don't know if you can see this picture real good. Somebody at Chandran the Man tweeted this. He said, Ricochet going from WWE to AEW. Who the fuck is this guy?
Oh, that's oh my god. That's hold on.
Everyone's laughing hysterically at this. And I'm like, who the fuck is this guy?
It's Alex Jones. He's someone that's like
fuck.
Like us, like podcasters and all
I
that.
know
He has
you.
a pretty
I know you.
yeah.
I know you're talking about. I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, one more. You might call me out on this one. This sounds like bullshit to me. If we're going this route, are we getting a fucking Chris Jericho AJ Boom storyline in fucking Ring of Honor?
I mean, if it's on Ring of Honor, then yeah, I'm fine. But keep it off the big shows. Like, keep it off of AEW if you're gonna do that.
Like, I'm playing on my phone celebrating Christmas, and next thing you know, I see this was at the Hammerstein Ballroom. I see AJ Boom talking shit to Jericho while they got not Max Caster. Anthony Bowens was in the ring with them. It's him, AJ, and his son. What's the oldest one? Big Justice or whatever the fuck his name is.
What's his only son? Yeah.
I thought he had 2 sons.
The Rizzler's not his son.
Who the fuck is he?
He's just a friend of theirs.
Oh, well, his son, Big Justice, whatever his name is.
Yeah, Big Justice.
In fact, his son called Jericho a jackass actually made me laugh. Says, I know you're a jackass. And everybody went ape shit. And I'm like, oh, he brought the boom to you. However the fuck you say it. I said, Dylan's going to love this. And I said, if you're going to put AJ Boom in a fucking Ring of Honor championship match with Jericho, you better not stretch the Supercard of Honor. You better do this like on a freaking taping of Collision or something, or do it at that pay-per-view in Australia for all I care. Don't have him be the one to take it off of Jericho on their biggest show of the year, which I feel like whenever they have this match, if they have this match, Jericho's probably going to retain either way. Because I don't even know who's big enough in Ring of Honor to take it off of Jericho. It should have been fucking Matt Cardona to begin with, but I heard a lot of negativity about Final Battle, how they let the women main event and with that shitty storyline, and the fact that Matt Cardona lost in his hometown was another red flag. People were not happy that Jericho beat Matt Cardona, so I don't know what they're trying to cook in Ring of Honor, but if they were cooking in Louisiana, they'd probably put tomatoes in their gumbo right now.
If anybody's taking the title off of Jericho, you got to have it be the Rizzler. I fucking love the Rizzler.
He's like 13.
I don't think he's that old. I think he's a lot younger to Rizzler.
I mean, I feel like they're going down. Do you remember what happened with WCW when they let a celebrity take a world title off of somebody? Then they went out of business. You don't want Ring of Honor to go that route, or even AEW. I feel like it's David Arquette all over again, except
The
AJ Boone
Rizzler is 8 years old.
Jesus Christ. I thought he was like 13.
Jesus, if you want a cameo from the Rizzler, it's $350. Holy shit, from a kid.
You can suck my fucking dick!
Man, that's wild.
And, you get a cameo from him, he's counting that money.
I'm so sorry! Bitch.
That's him counting his money. Down in both.
Yeah.
But I had the nerve to go click on their TikTok, and literally it's the same shit. They sing the same song over and
Yeah,
over.
they do the same dances with it's with all different people. I mean, it's the same family, but they do it with different people, and yeah, it's a little repetitive, but they're entertaining as hell.
Double fucking what is it? Double Dewey
That's
cookie.
a double. Don't you dare disrespect a double chunk chocolate cookie like that.
They better make it. They better make it at the Great American Cookie Place, because I always get a sugar cookie.
Well, I think the rights are to Costco. I don't think they have anyone else being able to make that or even call it that name.
I've only been to one Costco in my whole life, and it was somewhere in Houston.
Yeah, I went to one in New Orleans and not great.
Did you eat a double chocolate doozy?
Oh,
cookie?
here we go. Don't dare do that. No, I did not.
Or what's that freaking burrito they were eating or whatever?
It's not a burrito, you uncultured swine. It's a chicken bake.
Okay, all right, Mr. Potato Head.
It's a chicken bake. It's like I don't know. It's like a big thing of bread filled with like chicken and stuff, I don't know, sauce or something like that.
Why don't they try and eat a Korean corn dog?
Because I guess it don't come from Costco. They eat everything from fucking Costco. They're Costco guys. I don't know.
We should make our own fucking group like that. Just go to fucking Walmart.
Jesus.
I don't know. Like, I watched like 3 different videos of the same song. And then, yeah, I had that song stuck in my fucking head now.
It's the song of
That's why-
2024. I listen to that song a lot. I fucking love it.
I still think the song of 2024 was Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar.
I told Jordan our entire trip to Bossier City to watch Creed, we were going to listen to that song on loop the entire time. I didn't live up to that, but I should have.
I just hope I never ever want to go to Miami, because you'll have to drive through Boca Raton, and it's like, oh great, we're in Boone Country. The fact that guy was once a wrestler, it's just it's like, okay, I'm gonna have to dig deep into this guy and see. I mean, they seem like nice people.
Yeah, he seems like a really good guy. And that's one thing. They always say how annoying they are on social media, but he always gets credited for being a good dad. So that right there, I can give him his credit for that.
He's got massive arms.
Yeah, he's fucking built.
I'll give him that. He's built, even though they eat all that Costco. He works it out. But I think it's funny how he got his wife, and I guess that's his daughter, involved, and they actually have their own account too, singing the same song. And they got Michael Strahan teeth. Like, they got that big gap in the front.
Jesus Christ. I love how we spent the last like 15 minutes talking about the Costco guys.
I wonder, maybe
this sums up the show.
Maybe we should get them on the air. I'll even be nice for once. I'll be nice to them for once, so we don't get our asses killed on the internet again. Won't get killed like that guy was getting killed with Ricochet.
Oh yeah.
Only boom I would want for him to bring is the viewership.
Yeah.
So I got that fucking song stuck in my head. I even used it as our freaking overlay song on Instagram, which that was a Christmas surprise for y'all.
Nice.
You didn't realize that, did you?
I didn't, but I did see it when you did it though.
Jordan realized it. Jordan likes it every post we do. So Jordan already knew about it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is out. This how we'll wrap up our last show of the year. Any gives or takeaways for this year? You want to say?
As far as this year goes, you know, a lot of stuff took me out of doing this show. You know, from buying a house to from different personal issues that took me out of this show. You know, I feel like I was gone more than I was here. You know, and you know, while I said on my comeback show from when we bought the house that it may seem like I was gone, but I was really here like all the time backstage. I was here making the overlays, making the thumbnails, running the social medias and whatnot. I run the Twitter, the Facebook. Marcus runs the Instagram. I kind of pay attention to our TikTok sometimes. You know, I need to get back on that. But yeah, I'm always here. You know, I'm always doing stuff for this show. You know, I make the show one of my biggest priorities, and because I want to see it grow year after year. We've been doing this 4 years, you know, and I want to keep growing more and more and more, meet new people, you know, continue to collab with the people we're already friends with. And, you know, I got some new collabs in the work with different people, you know, that I've been talking to on Twitter and whatnot. But this year, yeah, I mean, it was definitely one that I'm proud of. You know, as much as I wasn't here, I'm still very proud of the channel. I'm very proud of our social media. You know, we did new things. Marcus did a lot of match previews, Wrestlemania, that are still getting views to this day, and all of them are doing very well.
I might have to start doing that shit again. Like that was a fucking big thumbs up. Maybe your best friend AI can help us out again. Everybody's using AI these days on every even Instagram.
AI is creepy, man. You know, if you go on Twitter and use that thing, that AI tool on there, it's so creepy, but it's so cool at the same time. You can put anything in and it'll make a picture for you or whatever. But yeah, this year was fantastic. You know, I'm looking forward to next year. Got a lot of cool things coming up next year. I'm not going to sit here and give, you know, all kind of promises that we're going to do this, that we're going to do that, and whatnot, because I always feel like, you know, I'm saying, oh, we're going to be interviewing new people. Oh, we're going to be collabing with new people. And then we come up short and we don't live up to the hype, and you know, we're given false expectations. But if I'm gonna close out with my part of things, you know, I already told Marcus this a while back that I was in the works of something. Jordan and I have been talking for, you know, forever about this. Jordan and I started a series in late 2021 called World Elite Spotlight, where we talked about a certain superstar, some of their different accolades from their career, favorite moments, matches, you know, something fun that we enjoy doing. You know, it's always fun to do a show, us three, but Jordan and I, you know, as a team, it's also something fun that we get to do on days where Marcus is working or something like that, just something fun. And then we started something back in 2022, you know, it was right after, you know, Spotlight ended. We let WrestleMania happen. And then we started a new thing, World Elite Showdown. We did, and we talked about different matches. Like we were actually a couple episodes in. You know, we did our first one with Nick from the Universal Wrestling Podcast. Our next one was with Ron Hunt, formerly of Shane Taylor Promotions, and then our third one, that's where everything took a turn. My wife, unfortunately, had a big health issue, landed her in the hospital for, if you combine it, 2 weeks. And I felt like it was unfair to Jordan that I kept on, you know, saying, oh, I can't do it because of this or whatever. And, you know, it just took me away. You know, I felt like that was the beginning of taking me from the show a lot. And I felt like that was extremely unfair to Jordan. So I said, I'm going to pull the plug on it. You know, I'm not going to rely on Marcus to host every show that I came up with. To do that, you know, I'm not going to give him the reins of hosting the show whenever it was supposed to be me doing it. And it's not saying Marcus wasn't doing a good job. He was doing a fantastic job at it. You know, he hosted one of the shows for me and he did great at it, but it was something that I came up with, something I wanted to do with me and Jordan, and it was unfair. but there's always light to this. There's always good news at the end of something. And it's always cool to announce when something cool is coming to the show. So I'm here to announce that let me get my date correctly, that on Monday, February 24th, will be the rebirth and relaunch of World Elite Showdown on our YouTube channel, on our Facebook page. It is coming back, and we are bringing it back better than ever. Jordan and I we already have some matches in the works. We've been talking, and in the moment that I brought this idea back up to him, he was fully in and ready to go. So, so every Thursday you will see us, the trio, talking, bullshitting around, having fun like we always do. But on Mondays, we're bringing it back during the day. It's more convenient because I'm off on Mondays. So we will be doing World Elite Showdown again. We don't have a debut episode like match wise yet. But whenever that does come, we will be announcing the full list of the matches that we will be doing. It's going to be 8 episodes, and we're going to conclude it the week of WrestleMania, since WrestleMania is later into April of next year. So, yes, that is a big announcement I wanted to drop as I was talking about this past year, the year coming up, and just know that we got some really cool things coming to the show. And that series is one of our big ones coming up.
Hell yeah. Is it lightning in your side of the state? Because I just caught a big thunderstruck when you were announcing the announcement.
I have no idea. These blinds are very thick, and I can't see shit through them, so I have no idea.
I felt the thunderstruck. Like
I have no idea, to be honest.
It must have been close by. I felt it. I felt that thunderstruck. So I'm about to get some rain in a bit. But yeah, be sure to check out the return of World Elite Showdown.
Can't wait for that.
February.
I know. It's going to be so much fun.
I'm dropping my mini nostalgia segments. I'm just going to do what I can. So I might do a couple nostalgias on Royal Rumble. I'm just going to call them Ready to Rumble. But I'm not doing no series because Series Survivors was a fail. Some people no-showed or backed out. So I'm going to just drop the mini nostalgia. I'm still going to do nostalgia episodes whenever I can, but I'm just not doing no series shows anymore. I'm trying to get one for Saturday night's main event, but I don't know if we're gonna still do it. I already rewatched the inaugural episode from 40 years ago if we end up doing it, so I got that one ready to go. But I'm gonna still do nostalgias when I can. If people want to hop on, and we'll go back and look at a classic pay-per-view from WWE, WCW, TNA, hell, even ECW. Hit me up. We'll do what we can. I got one or two Royal Rumbles lined up already. I got a Judgment Day lined up. I'm doing the winner, and of course I got like one or two WrestleManias lined up when Mania season starts. So there's gonna be a couple coming y'all's way. But I want to try and start doing some more of those like mini clips just to put back on TikTok or put on our YouTube channel, because like I said, when I did the ones for WrestleMania, those were so successful.
They were.
I'm gonna start doing them for each PLE. So when the Royal Rumble comes, of course I'm gonna do one for the men's Royal Rumble match. Like I might do those the week of. That way I could kind of get a close mind in my prospect who I think could believably win it. If there might be 4 matches, I'm gonna assume 4 matches for a Royal Rumble. That's what we had at the previous one. You might get 4 YouTube, 4 YouTube shorts or 4 TikTok shorts on my opinion of who could maybe win the Rumble that year for the men, and one for the women. I might say like who I think could be a surprise entry, like maybe a Joe Hendry and shit, or like I'm gonna try and get back on that boat, especially since I don't have to worry about interferences of a kid or even another person in the house. I live alone again, so I have all the peace and quiet to make any fucking content I want.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna make YouTube Shorts great again.
Yep.
And we're gonna 2024. Majority of the year was good. I've had a downhill at a time, but majority of the year was good to me. I'm not gonna complain about that. Hope 2025 be a better year. I'm not doing that new year, new me bullshit. I am never fucking changing. I don't need to change. I'm get told I'm a good person no matter what. I'm not gonna be one of those people who are gonna go to the gym the first like 3 weeks of the year and never go back. I don't need to go to the gym. I like my fat body, so-called fat body, or a little powder keg I have. Uh, I just want a peaceful, nice, safe, successful 2025.
Same
I'm
here.
gonna make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not big on these like New Year's resolutions. I just say the same stuff every year. Like I just want to be successful and healthy and happy. That's all I need to have
Yeah.
a successful year. Like I don't need to change anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, the only other change coming is like we're gonna have another show on the side. We're gonna do on Tuesday nights with the Game Breakers Sports Network. So,
Mm-hmm.
which that's been I ain't heard shit lately about that. I'm pretty sure that train's still a rolling.
Oh yeah, it is.
No one's been talking about it, advertising it, nothing. So I'm like, are we still doing this shit?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
It's
we
like because I literally just quit fucking Sports Mania Plus when I could have still done some episodes these last few weeks, but I said no, I'm done. No one really watches it anyway, so you just gotta more yeet about it. You just gotta more yeet about it. Okay. I got lost the words there. I don't know if he mistyped something or. But other than that, I mean, I still thought 2024 was somewhat of a good year for us. Like we said, we did some new stuff like the YouTube shorts and whatnot. We met a bunch of good new people. Like shout out to Dallas Cash and the Humble Roses podcast. Shout out to Snug. We're doing some stuff with him. We even lost some good people. Rest in peace to Jody.
Yep.
She was a good inspiration on our show. What else we did? Show. Did all kind of shit. Made some new enemies. Made some new enemies.
I wouldn't call them enemies too much. They don't really fuck with us, but I know exactly who you're talking about, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah. Other than that, 2025. That's gonna be another crazy fact. When we get to 2025, by the November of that year, we'll already be 5 years with this show.
Crazy.
What's
I never saw it go in 5 years, and somehow we made it. So it's crazy.
November. I mean, we're gonna make it. November, we will make it. So.
We will. It'll be just fine.
Oh, we even tried at one point. We even tried to do some of them nostalgias as live streams. That was another thing we did for a short time.
I did pretty well.
It did. It made the editing a lot less stressful.
Yeah.
And a big fuck you to YouTube 4K right now. Not letting me use fucking clips or download clips anymore. Fuck them enemies can't be missing our fams. Worley, baby. Baby. Shout out to Circle of Debate and all them guys.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, on a closing out note, we hope everyone has a safe and wonderful happy new year. Don't do stupid shit. If you're gonna drink, get a DD. Call for Uber. Call for someone to pick you up. Don't drink and drive. If you're gonna pop fireworks, stay far away from them, or you'll end up what's his face in the wheelchair like for 4th of July, or you'll be like that fucking Dodgers fan who lost all his fingers trying to pop that damn firework. If you're gonna play with fireworks, use them properly. Don't pop them near people's houses or somewhere to cause a fire. People are already popping fireworks already and waking people up in the middle of the night. It ain't even New Year's yet. That's going to keep going until about January 2nd. So, like, I've been hearing, I started hearing fireworks Christmas Eve, and I've been hearing them every night.
Mm-hmm. I know.
So, you guys have any last anything else y'all want to share? Any last words before we close out?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much everything you said about being safe for the New Year's. A lot of stupid people out there doing stupid things, and don't be one of those people. Cool thing for me, my birthday's next Tuesday, turning 31. I've been on an antibiotic for the last 9 days. Today is the 9th day of being on it, and now that my birthday is Tuesday, I'll be off of it and I can finally drink something of alcohol. I bought a bottle of wine and I was fucking mad as hell whenever I couldn't drink it because I'm on medicine. That sounds old as hell already of me, but yeah, tomorrow's my last day taking. I finally get to drink for my birthday. I'm fucking ecstatic.
Jordan?
Yeah, we had a good 2024, and I can't wait for 2025.
Oh, yeah. Especially you, Mr. Yeet. Talk about community guys. Oh, God, that's funny. Well, fuck it. Ladies and gentlemen, if your internet is shitty, if you watch the NFL games on Netflix and your shit was buffering like you did for the Tyson fight, and it starts buffering again by the time Raw moves to Netflix, or if you're just having a shitty 2024 and you believe you're going to have a shitty 2025, call our boy Pepsi Phil Hathaway Esquire at 1-900-Mussolini. $3.99 consultation fee, and you'll even receive a free can of Pepsi. That's Phil Pepsi, not responsible for using their own can of Pepsi. Top of Wrestling Talk, Circle Debate, and the Worldly Podcast are responsible for this ad. Paul, today, money's on the way.
I was
Call
about to
Pepsi.
say it.
Fuck it, go ahead and say it.
Call him today.
Money's on the way. Call Pepsi Phil today. And remember, he will fight for you even in 2025.
It's a fast talking I got.
Oh,
Damn.
Yeah, he killed it yesterday. He killed it last
Wow.
week. Saying call today.
That was great.
Yeah. I wrote everything to memorize. So that's a way to end 2020. I fucking love it. Hell yeah, let's fucking go. Shout out to Circle of Debate. Shout out to Pepsi Phil. Shout out to Chef. Shout out to Justin. Shout out to Kayla. Who else is in the Circle of Debate family? Shout out to all them guys.
Graydon, Tim King, our guy, Tim King, can't leave him out.
Oh yeah, Tim King, the MC. MC of everything, the mastermind, the puppet master. Can't forget about Tim King. I just don't see him as much as on the live streams like I see like everybody else I just named. I know I'm going back on January, like the night before Raw on Netflix. I'm doing a karaoke night.
Oh, nice.
Me and I forgot who she said it was. It was me, I think me and Graydon, maybe. I have to look at it again.
Mm-hmm.
No, me and De Niro. Oh fuck, that's gonna be fucking great. Me and De Niro singing together. Awesome.
Nice.
Well, again, everyone, have a wonderful, happy New Year. Stay safe, drink responsibly. If you're still celebrating the holidays, Merry Christmas to y'all. If y'all still celebrating Christmas late or any other of those holidays, y'all have a safe one. And we hope to see y'all all again in 2025. Hopefully, we're on Netflix. I don't think it will. I think that debut episode is supposed to be a fucking hit. Like, they're already talking about John Cena appearing. Rock might be appearing.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be great.
I think they're going to crown the first women's Intercontinental Champion that night. I heard they're doing the semifinals in Houston, the final Raw in Houston, and no, I'm not going to it, folks. They're supposed to do the semifinals on that night. But one more prediction. Just 2 men. Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins.
Wait, that's the match? I thought it was CM Punk.
Oh, no, CM Punk and Seth Rollins. I'm sorry. Fuck, what was I thinking?
CM Punk.
CM Punk.
All right, CM Punk. Now, everyone thought it was closing out, but I think it's going to open, and they're going to have Roman and Solo in the tribal combat for the Ulafala. And for the tribal chief title, it's supposedly closing out. Supposedly. But who wins that? Who wins the tribal combat?
Solo, and that's where Paul turns on Roman.
Yeah, I'm going Solo.
You still think Paul's going to turn on Roman, huh?
Yep.
That'd be some shit. We pick Solo and Roman wins.
Mm-hmm.
Because, it's going to lead to something. it's going to lead to Roman fighting whoever at WrestleMania. But
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm definitely going to be watching on Netflix. But thank y'all for tuning in. Happy New Year, and we will see y'all on Jordan's birthday because it's a party next week. Thank y'all. See y'all in 2025.
Running again, crushing my brain with the candlelight. Losing my breath, losing myself, dreams are out of sight.